What's up, future fighters? We are back. We just created a new script here. Script choose non-strike move. And we applied it to moves 22 and 23. What I want to do is I just want to export the AI scripts. Export group of scripts 2021. What was it today? 13th. Just want to export those real quick. And then what I want to do is we're going to open these. And we're just going to search for move number 22. Well, boom. We went right to it. This is the new area. Let's see. Make sure. Yeah, these aren't assignments, move assignments. So we just commented that out. That makes sense. This is a comment. Okay. So we got all that. So let's go back up to the top. We'll search for 23. It should be exactly the same. Here's the new area of the code. This is just an if. This is just an if check, that's fine. It's not a script assignment. That's a comment. These are not move assignments. We're just looking for move assignments. That's a comment. Okay, good. So the only place that it's assigned as well, let me just check that one more time. There's a lot going on. More going on with 23 than 22. And I'm a little slow today, if you haven't noticed. I had a big week at my day job. I am a physician, and there was lots. And I do a lot of administration as well as a physician. But I was doing both clinical duties and administrative duties this week, and it drained me a little bit. So I don't have my usual get up and go that I usually do, but we are good to go here. We are good to go on those two. So those are the only two places for that. Now what we can do is we can take these two out. Boom, boom. And now we're going to deal with number 24. So 24, the only place it should be is in this script as well. That's a check, but not an assignment. There's the assignment. Okay, good. So that is very easy to fix. That is fixed. And that's why we write scripts right there, because it makes things just that easy. And those you can go back to the last video and look at that script, which is here. It's very simple, but it does what we are trying to do, and it lets us, well, I mean, this area is probably going to build, but it gives us the ability we don't have to remember to do this right here, which is great, which is what we're trying to do. So let's go ahead and get that closed. Now we're just going to search through the rest of the code for move number 24, not 2, 24, and that there it is assigned, which that's what we just changed. Those aren't assignments of the moves. That's just a comment. That we commented it out, and actually we'll be able to remove it completely. That is the note. Okay, great. That is super duper. So we can go back here to choose move, and we can remove that. So this part of the code, 22, 23, 24, we commented it out just because I wasn't sure if I was gonna need it again or not, and we do not. So all that gets changed, and this is actually how this script was originally produced, and this is the original. This is kind of back to the original look of it. So sometimes I go off the rails a little bit and I make mistakes, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and save what we've got. And now what we're dealing with some different things. So let's see. Do we need you up anymore? I don't think so. If we do, we'll bring you up again. Oh, that's what you saw in the background there. That's the website. We'll let me go back to the top. We will. Oh, you already see enough of me right now. We don't need to play two. And we'll come back to that when we're at the end of the video. We'll come back to the website. So where we are at now we just have 2 spots now. 2 places, and that's as of today. So just keep things updated here, although this is probably going to change again. We'll see how good we are, but I like to keep things updated. Just save it real quick there. Let's just start, since we're in this code, we can just go right here. So what happens here is it's a direct assignment. Sorry, the code was going through my head there, and I was actually seeing the script we just used right here. This new script that we just created, I was just seeing it play out in my head. Basically like this. And now there's some redundancy here because you're getting a follow-through set up at the top, and then of course in this script it's zeroing it out. I don't like redundancies in particularly. I don't like redundancies, but that being said, it might actually work. So the important part about this script is that this allows you to choose a move regardless of strike number. As a result, any move here should not be dependent on strike number, and it should not matter what the strike number is to begin with. I might have a better way to write that. Let's see. If you choose a move here, it should not matter what the strike number is. Concise. I had a class in college. It's actually kind of funny. It's kind of a funny story. Talking about being concise. I had a class in college. You're gonna laugh at me. It was a music appreciation class. Oh my goodness gracious. So I was a biology and chemistry double major in college, and but I went to a liberal arts college, so I had to take a bunch of stuff outside of my areas of focus, and I'm a musician, and because I actually write all the music and make all the sound effects for the game that you hear, and all the music on the YouTube channel, anywhere you hear music on the website, that's all me. I wrote all that, and so I like music a lot. I like writing music. I like listening to music a lot. So I took this music appreciation class because, I mean, it sounded cool to me. It was one of the hardest classes. Those things those are supposed to be blow-off classes, you know, for fun. Because my biology and chemistry program classes, they were tough. They were hard. And that music appreciation class, though, man, I mean, just what was expected of you was a lot higher than what I thought it would be. And one of the components to that was the tests. So the tests were all written. They were all essay. There was no multiple choice. It was essays. But the essays had to fit, each essay that you wrote had to fit on an index card, and it had to be no more than 5 sentences. So if you learned 5-paragraph papers in college, then it was basically the topic sentence, right, of each paragraph in a 5-paragraph paper. But you kind of had to write the paper in your head first, so you knew what the topic sentences were going to be, and you had to do this. I mean, there was multiple questions. You had to do this for multiple questions for the hour-long test, or however. I think it was an hour. Most of my classes were an hour back then. So, I mean, so you could not be verbose, and you had to be concise. And so kind of what you just saw me just do right there was part of that training. And that was the cool thing about my liberal arts experience was I number one, I learned how to think. So I didn't go to school for programming or coding or motion capture or music or sound design or animation or 3D work. I didn't go to school for any of that stuff, but I taught myself how to do it because I really learned how to learn at college and at my liberal arts college. So it was just a great experience, and it keeps paying dividends even today, and you just saw a good example of it. If you would like to hear more about that experience and you'd like to see more of this, go to docbrockgames.com. I'll put my water bottle down there. There we go. And click the YouTube subscribe here. And then scroll down the page. And you can read about kind of the alpha features that I've got going on. What else can you see? Oh, yeah, the 2 characters that I have in the game. You can read about them. Oh, you click through some cool screenshots. Make sure to read what's going on. You can learn a little bit about some of the features of the game that way. And then put your email address in at the bottom, and I'll notify you when the game's released. And then come back to YouTube and we'll reminisce some more. I'll see you then.